After years of cleaning glasses at the Long Branch Saloon and fretting over the well-being of Marshall Dillon and, in real life, a bout with illness, Amanda Blake is on the go again. Lee Leonard has this update.
Amanda Blake, forever remembered as the charming Miss Kitty from the legendary Western Gunsmoke, was much more than the fiery redhead who ran the Long Branch Saloon. Born Beverly Louise Neal on February 20, 1929, in Buffalo, New York, Amanda grew up far from the glamour of Hollywood. Her family later settled in Claremont, California, where her love for acting first began to bloom. Encouraged by her parents and inspired by the stage, she quickly became known for her vibrant personality and natural talent. But just as strong as her passion for acting was her lifelong love of animals, a devotion that would eventually define her legacy as much as her time on television. By the late 1940s, Amanda's ambition led her to MGM Studios, where young hopefuls were often molded into future stars. She was initially brought in as a potential successor to the elegant Greer Garson, but Amanda's fierce independence ensured she would never live in anyone's shadow. After years of small and often uncredited roles, her big break finally came in 1955 when she was cast as Miss Kitty Russell in Gunsmoke. For 19 seasons, Amanda captivated audiences with her portrayal of the strong, compassionate saloon owner in Dodge City. Miss Kitty wasn't just another TV character, she was a symbol of independence, kindness, and quiet strength in an era when television rarely gave women such depth. Her on-screen chemistry with James Arness, who played Marshal Matt Dillon, became the heart of the show, creating a subtle, romantic tension that kept audiences glued for 2 decades. Yet, behind that warm smile, Amanda harbored frustrations with Hollywood's hypocrisy. She was open about her struggles with fame and even admitted there were several co-stars she initially clashed with, including Milburn Stone and James Arness, whose quiet reserve often conflicted with her lively nature. Still, over time, these tensions gave way to mutual respect. After nearly 20 years on Gunsmoke, Amanda felt she had given all she could to Miss Kitty. When she left after the show's 19th season, fans were heartbroken. Without her, Gunsmoke lasted only 1 more year, proof that Amanda had been its soul all along. After stepping away from Hollywood, Amanda sought peace and purpose on her Arizona ranch. Surrounded by open skies and the animals she adored, she dedicated her life to wildlife conservation and animal welfare. Alongside her husband, Frank Gilbert, she achieved one of her proudest accomplishments, successfully breeding cheetahs in captivity, raising 7 generations of the endangered species. Her compassion extended beyond her home. She helped establish the Arizona Animal Welfare League, the state's largest no-kill shelter, and co-founded the Performing Animal Welfare Society, known as PAWS. Her efforts earned her national recognition, and in 1984, she received the Courage Award from the Humane Society, presented by President Ronald Reagan himself. Tragically, Amanda Blake's remarkable life was cut short on August 16, 1989, at the age of 60. Though the public was initially told she died of oral cancer due to her history of smoking, the truth was more complex and heartbreaking. In reality, Amanda had been battling AIDS, a diagnosis she kept private during a time when the disease carried immense stigma. It wasn't until after her passing that her condition was revealed, placing her among the first major Hollywood figures, alongside Rock Hudson, to succumb to the illness. Reports later suggested she may have contracted the virus during her humanitarian trips to Africa, or possibly from her husband Mark Spaeth, who also died from AIDS just a year after their marriage. Even as her health declined, Amanda's courage and spirit never wavered. She continued to support animal welfare causes and left her entire estate to PAWS, ensuring her life's mission would continue long after she was gone. Her family contested her will, but in the end, Amanda's wishes prevailed. Her fortune went to the animals she loved so deeply. Today, her legacy endures through the Amanda Blake Memorial Wildlife Refuge in California, a sanctuary for displaced and endangered African animals. Amanda Blake's story is one of grace, strength, and compassion, both on and off the screen. She gave the world Miss Kitty, a woman who stood her ground in a man's world and left behind a real-life legacy of kindness and advocacy for those who could not speak for themselves. Though her life ended too soon, her spirit continues to live on through every life saved, every animal protected, and every fan who still remembers the heart of Gunsmoke.